It is less than 5 days until the first foottrading.co.uk tournament goes live. If you're a site subscriber, you automatically get qualification for it. There's a cash prize of £50 to winner and cash prizes for second place as well. There'll also be some prizes dished out to other people that get involved in the tournament. We also have the buying and selling prices for every single card on this game. We've got people that have got multi-million coin budgets now. It's cheap for what you get. You get tons and tons. No one offers the amount we offer for your sub. So check out the website, make millions of coins, play in the tournaments, meet new people. But for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. If you're new around here, subscribe down below. We're on the road to 38,000 subs. We're aiming for 40,000 ASAP, because obviously Fuzzball40k. But if you guys can subscribe, it makes a massive difference. If you can click the like button right now, takes 2 seconds, makes a huge difference. And if you've got any questions, queries, comments, I comment back to every single person. And don't forget, live on Twitch directly after this video. So if you want to get involved in the trading, ask questions about this video, other videos, whatever it is, we're here to help you as much as possible, okay? But this video, at the moment, I'm unassigned. So we launched a brand new area on the website called Sunday Flips. And basically, it's when the market dips off after weekend league rewards and basically packs being open over the weekend, everything gets hit really, really hard and it comes down in value. Every single week so far, that has done really well. So I'm about 3.7 million, I think, on this. You'll see the results of this investment probably in the next video or the video after, depending on when I decide to sell. So that did get me thinking though. A lot of people have been asking me the same question about players that are going out of packs and how you know what cards to buy into. So I'm going to show you guys all the ways that you can think about investing from high budget to low budget in cards that are going out of packs. There's a lot of coins to be made, a huge amount of coins, and you can do it with any budget whatsoever. So we're going to head over to FootWiz. I'm going to show you that. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I have numerous cards here that I want to show you, and I'll explain why these cards would have been good investments and not good investments, etc. To be fair, most of the ones I'm going to show you are going to be good investments. The non-good investments are pretty self-explanatory, but I will talk a little bit about what you have to be careful of. But we're going to start with sort of high budget and work our way down basically. So we're going to look at Van Dijk to start with, okay? Van Dijk's in from 670,000 coins. Huge, huge, huge cost. Obviously, one of the best centre-backs on the game. So cool. If we look at Van Dijk, 271 again, right? So if you look at his price, so if you take a look at his inform, this is the important thing to start to realize. Okay, when did this card go into packs basically? So we can see that he went into packs on the 18th of October. So if you have a look at Van Dijk again, dipping down low here, and then we get towards a Sunday, and at this point here, people think Van Dijk's had a great game. There's a chance that he could go into Team of the Week. So he starts to rise, and the rise that we've seen in him is massive. So low of 202 here on the Sunday. Obviously now he's 271. Now what makes Van Dijk a good investment? He's incredibly usable. He's one of everyone's favourite centre-backs on the game, okay? Not always enough though. The reason why this becomes enough in this situation is anyone that knows anything knows that this Van Dijk's going to be extortionate. So people can't afford 670 for a Van Dijk. So people maybe sold their Van Dijks when they thought, oh, actually he's going to get a Team of the Week. But his price isn't going to be effective because he's so expensive. So people can't afford this Van Dijk, they go and buy the other Van Dijk, and his price starts to rise. Federico Valverde, very similar card, okay? So he's 880,000 at the moment, went into packs on the 11th of October. You can see the sort of general Team of the Week trend over the weekend is down before bouncing back. So you could have bought into him hit there, which is great. But those of you that don't quite have that sort of budget, look at Valverde, again, high budget of course. But we know he got basically into Team of the Week and flew. Absolutely flew. So he's climbed really, really quickly. Low on the Thursday, high there on the Saturday, 373. Gets even higher after that to 388 over for this weekend. Absolutely rockets up. And why are these cards good? Because they all got hit initially in that big drop off recently, which meant that there was so much more room for them all to grow again and to sort of gain traction and gain value. Really simple. Antoine Griezmann, we're getting more towards the mid tier here. If you guys got a sort of 1 million coin budget, you might be thinking, right, I want to put, and I always say to you guys, 10% of your coins at most in each invested card is the way to go forward. But Griezmann again, we look at his Trailblazer, 640, that cost a huge amount of coins, goes into packs on the 13th. Have a little look at Griezmann now. Look at his gold card. Again, hype about the fact he might be getting a Trailblazer, people are talking about it. And then Thursday hits a low, division rivals, and then he's all the way up from there. And just keeps going up and up and up. And now it says here, 119,000 was his high, okay? It's important that you understand on the averages on like any sort of price, the daily graph, the price is the average price, right? So 132 on Friday for dipping down to basically down to 100,000 coins. So it gives you the average. So as you can see, on Friday it's showing 119,000 coins. Well, you can see here it was 132, and then by basically 1 o'clock Saturday or here 104, pretty much slap bang in the middle. So again, you have to understand that these prices aren't what they're selling for. It's the average price of that card over the 24 hours. So it shows you basically the, I think it's median value. I think that's the right one. Maths is a long time ago. But yeah, basically shows you that. So it's really, really easy for you guys to think, okay, cool. So if we look at the daily graph, on that Thursday, he probably would have been achievable at way below 91. There's no doubt about that because that's his average price that day. He bounces up and up and up. So if you think about it this way, if you bought into Griezmann, let's say at 90, and then you decided to hold, and now it would have been a very long hold for you to hold for a week, but there's good profit there if you wanted to, if you really wanted to, and he gets up on the Friday to 132, that is a massive, massive amount of profit. Absolutely huge amount of profit. And just out of packs, and then the hype around those cards. And the major thing about these cards as well is when they tend to keep rising because people can't afford 600,000 coins or 640,000 coins on Griezmann. So even in the long term, there's still a rise in them because all the panic in him coming into packs dropped him down. But people can't afford that Griezmann, so he keeps going up and up and up, and he gets back to where he should have been, or where he possibly would have been had he not gone into packs. So massive there. Heung-min Son was an absolutely incredible one. This was absolutely mental with him. So he kept coming down, and you've got to remember some of these cards have had Team of the Weeks and they've had Trailblazers. It causes lots of panic. He kept coming down and down and down. He wasn't helped by the Rodrigo SBC. Down to 69, and then he got up, and I know he got up to about 99k at his high point. That is a massive amount of profit. If you haven't got much time to trade and you're holding him, even there, if you say 95 on an average, I know he got to 99, so that's 30k, but you're saying 26k here. That is a massive amount of profit back afterwards if you bought into a load of him. I did and made good profit out of him. I was very, very happy. And then Di Lorenzo is the other one. 63,000 coins for a right back is a decent amount of coins. Now, a lot of people will be able to afford him. They will. But some people won't, okay? So again, goes into pack on the 13th. We knew he was coming. He got leaked quite early into all this. And again, by the sort of weekend, he sort of holds his value here and then he dips off down to 16k in the sell-off. The point here, though, is he isn't in packs. So he rose and rose and rose and rose and rose. So again, at mid-tier, again, he's at average prices. You would have got him lower than 16. You probably got him lower than 16.8. You probably got him at 15.5, 16. That's that price. Up there to 20. So once you take tax off his 3k a card, these are huge profits that add up really, really quickly. And it's very easy to spot the cards that are decent because all you've got to do is go to Footbin and see the popularity of the players. So if I do just show you it, if you go to Footbin and you go to, where is it? Squads. Players, that's it. Players here, player game performance. And I would do it via, initially, if you want to look at the cards popular, I'd do it via the promo cards, the Trailblazers. And what you're interested in here is games. You want to find out how many games these people have played. Now, it doesn't mean that all of these are going to be popular as gold cards, but they're going to be relatively popular in the long term. Di Lorenzo, Griezmann, you can see the sort of guys that tend to have a value. I mean, Salah did incredibly well as well. Again, this is all high budget, mid budget. I will show you the low budget stuff. But Salah, again, if we look at him, sort of dipped down and he's just risen and risen and risen and risen ever since then. Huge. Like, you've got to bear in mind, when you're talking in the hundreds of thousands, the graph doesn't look like spikes, but when you look at it, it has spiked a lot. So high budget, that's that. Let's talk low budget now. So we're going to look at Raheem Sterling, 62,000 coins, okay? That's what he sells for at the moment. Goes into packs on the 11th, okay? And since from there, sort of steadily down, which you expect to happen, he's not going to hold that value. So, Raheem Sterling. We look at him, and let's talk about him getting team of the week, and he booms up. So from the weekend price on the Saturday, Sunday of 1.3, let's talk about him getting team of the week. He absolutely rockets, reaches his high on the Wednesday. Now sometimes this is a thing that you guys need to be aware of. You want to sell in the hype. You don't always want to hold until the amount of packs and wait ages. Don't get me wrong, if you did hold and you basically clenched your bum cheeks and held, you've made fantastic profit. But there's no real need. At 1.3 to 2.5, you're not far off doubling your coins. So someone like Raheem Sterling is very, very good. So why do we look at these cards? The most important thing that I would say to you guys at low budget when you come to think, is this a good investment, is check if the card is discard, okay? Now, if it's a discard card, then you really haven't got any risk at all. If it's just above discard, then you know there's still some form of demand in that card. Now, Sterling's inform was always going to be quite expensive. There's a massive gap there. So some people will buy Sterling. People can use them for SBCs. And that's when we look at SBC fodder. That's relevant, okay? So Julian Brandt, 27k. Kems comes out on the 20th, obviously. He's in this team. And we look at Julian Brandt. And again, he's got up. So from the low on the Saturday, he rose a little bit. Again, these are average prices. You'll be able to snipe in at discard value, no problem. And he's gone up and up and up and up. And now at the moment, it says he's 1.6. So people sit there and go, well, like, I'm getting 400 coins as I've just knocked down my control. I'm getting 400 coins. Don't sniff at that, because that is literally 33% back on what you put in. So if you were low budget and you went out and bought a lot of Julian Brandts at 1.2, let's say you had 120,000 coins and you bought into it 1,200, 100 of them, you're going to end that with 160,000 coins before tax. So 120,000 in, 160,000 before tax. You drop that down by basically 10% from the investment itself. So you're looking at about 150,000. So you're looking at genuinely 30,000 coins like that. So easy. Now, if you did that with 4 or 5 players each week, which is more than feasible, you would make a huge amount of coins, make a massive amount of coins. And the bare minimum you can make doing this each week is 100, 200k. High budget guys, you guys can make 500, 600k, no problem. It'd be perfectly easy to do it. Lukaku, again, very similar trend with him. Down, up, again, averages, bear that in mind. Rises, down, up, rises, easy. And then we look at commons, and I love commons for investing very often, okay? If it falls into your favour, you can do really, really well from commons. So we look at someone like Harry Wilson. Here he is on the 18th of October, and he dips right down to what we expect him to be, which is discard price. It is a discard card, let's be honest. But if we look at the investment on him, he's basically here at 406, and people talked about him getting team of the week, and he rose and rose and rose. And you can see he reaches a high by the Friday. Now, he is slightly higher than that now, but we look at the high from Friday, from the low of 430 up to 866. That's doubled in value, right? Sometimes cards fall into an SBC, which makes it even better. So I believe it was marquee matchups this week, and I think it required minimum or something like that, players from the same team of 3, okay? That's going to help cards rise, especially cards in like the Premier League, which are very consistent for people to put them into SBCs. I believe it was the Premier League segment of that SBC that saw these cards rise. It was certainly, yeah. So they're going to boom and they're going to rise. So you need to use Fulham players. So what happens? Fulham players rise. But Wilson's not in packs. So as he gets bought up, he just gets more and more expensive. People are lazy. They go and buy them on the market, just find them, go, right, I'm going to buy Harry Wilson. That's what he costs. And he goes up in value. Dante, again, we look at him. He's in packs from Sunday the 15th. Obviously, this card just goes down in value. It's not a great card in my opinion, realistically. And again, in packs from there, booms up to there. Now again, you might sniff at that. 400 coins is probably what you pick him up for at that point. 589 is the average. You'd be able to get 600 coin sales on him. Again, that's a 50% return on your investment. So if you're really, really low budget and you don't have masses of time to trade, over the course of the 3 days, you would have got 50% back on what you put in. Now, do I think these are the best methods to build your coins up? You guys know I think it's better with low budgets that you just keep making coins with chem styles and stuff like that. But I understand that not all of you guys have got the sort of time to sit there and grind it out. So if you just want to make quick investments each week, these are cool cards to go with. And you're now seeing a recurring theme. You can see what all the high budget stuff, all the medium budget stuff, and all the low budget stuff has done. You can see all of that stuff now. So that should form and help to like inform your buys every time that you go, right, what am I going to invest in? Right, Wilson went up last week because he was Premier League. His discard price, he's no risk. Julian Brandt, discard price, no risk. Lukaku, discard price, no risk. Those guys for you got low budget. High budget, there's obviously much more risk. But again, is this card usable? Do people use it a lot? We all know they're going to. He's come out of packs. He's dipped off. You just use your brain at certain times. So when you're looking at these cards, you're thinking, right, well, Griezmann's going out of packs. So he's going out of packs and he's dipped off. He's dipped off when really people should be investing or whatever. He's dropped quite a decent bit. This could be a sign to buy. And even at the point when you're like, right, actually he's starting to climb now. If you spot that climb, you're like, right, maybe it is time to buy into some Griezmanns. All the information is there for you. We put this all on the website so you guys don't have to do all this stuff. It's done for you, literally done for you. So you will make millions of coins on the website, guaranteed. But that'll be the end of the video. Like I say, live on Twitch directly after this video if you want to come over and get involved. Click the like button, comment, all that awesome stuff. But for now, I'm out. Peace out. Speak to you soon.